Hey guys, I am so excited to be finally sitting down and filming this video. We are doing a first impressions on the Huda Beauty Tantour. I'm so freaking excited for this product launch. I'm so sorry that I'm a little bit late to the party with filming this. I was going to just combine it in a video, like in a tutorial, but I really wanted to review it because if you guys remember, like a year ago, I said my life will be complete when Huda Beauty comes out with an actual matte bronzing product, and now we have it, and I'm so flippin' excited. So this is what it looks like. Oh, I should show you guys actually. Let me show you the little PR package. I'll try to show you as well as possible. Let me just scoot back. So this is the PR package. So as you guys can see, it's called Tantour. I think some people were a bit confused as to why it was like a weight, like work on my fitness, she's my witness. And why it's called Tantour, but I think it's like a play on words for contour, and the reason why it's a weight is because the actual formulation is meant to be waterproof and sweatproof, so you can literally wear it like for a night out, or you could even wear it to the gym. So that's the whole point of like the campaign, is that it's sweatproof and waterproof and it ain't gonna go nowhere. I also love that with Huda Beauty, if you guys desperately ever want one of the PR packages, they always have them for sale on the actual shophudabeauty.com website. So be sure to check it out. Obviously, like, it's more expensive than just buying the products individually, but if you guys want the PR packages too, you can actually get them on Huda Beauty's website, which is so cool. So inside this little PR package, when you open it up, I don't know how I'm going to fit this in an Instagram video. This is going to be so hard because like it's square on Instagram. Hopefully this works, but here it is. You open it up and this is what is inside. Oh, hello. How cool is that? The shades actually run rather dark. Even the fair shade in the contouring color looks pretty dark to me. So that's a good thing, in my opinion, for once, because typically most contouring products and bronzing products, whether they be cream, liquids or powders, they usually run too light. So it's nice for a change that they're running rather dark. So it is just like the Huda Beauty loose powders. So it has the matte black lid and then it has the acrylic base, which is really nice. I love this acrylic like plastic packaging. It just looks so bougie, and I like the fact that it's not glass though, because it just means like you're not going to drop it and smash it. But for reference, my favorite cream contour bronzing product is actually the Chanel Soleil Tan, the Chanel, and this is meant to be a universal color, and Huda Beauty's Fair is actually darker than the Chanel universal color, so it definitely does run darker. I'm not going to swatch all of the colors because I would like to give the darker shades to someone who can actually wear them instead of sticking my fingers all in them. So I'll probably keep fair and light for myself, and I'll find someone to give the 3 other shades to, but I'll insert like a little picture of the swatches so you guys can see the colors. Today's video is more just like a first impressions on how it actually applies and looks on the skin and stuff, because some cream contouring products can be a little bit hit and miss, but I've heard this is actually really beautiful. So Huda Beauty also launched a brush as well to use for contouring. So it has like the smaller defined end there, which you can use for like defined contouring, so like your nose and stuff. I don't contour my nose because like it's too big. Like what's the point of contouring it? It's not worth the effort, but I think it might be good to actually like apply the contour on your face, and then you could use the large side to blend it. It kind of feels just like, it sort of feels like a kabuki brush type of thing, but it's a very nice handle. It yet again has like the acrylic handle. Just for reference, when I'm cream contouring, I usually use my Sigma Extreme Structure F04 contour brush. That's how big that is versus the bigger side of this brush and versus the smaller sides. The brush retails for $30 USD. Now, Tantour is already available at Sephora in Australia. It is $42 in Australia for 11 grams, and we are already sold out of Fair and Light in Australia. And then on the Huda Beauty website, shophudabeauty.com, All shades are available and it's $37 US. So they say the formula is water and sweat resistant and that it is a cream to powder formula. So without further ado, I'm just going to get stuck into getting all my base makeup on. I feel like I look really orange. I need to turn my light, the coolness of my light. Oh, that's always the battle. It's like, how orange does one look? Okay, I think I'm okay. So I'm going to just quickly go ahead and get all of my base makeup down and get ready to put on the Tantour so I can give you guys my first impressions. So I will just include some really quick little clips of me just doing all of my base makeup, just like what I would put on Instagram, and I'll list all the products in the description as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright friends, it's time for contour. I've got just like my foundation, my concealer, and set like my under eyes and stuff. So now we are going to go in with the fair shade in the Tantour. I'm so excited. I feel like I want to try the Huda Beauty brush, but then I'll probably use my Sigma brush because we all know Sigma is literally like the only brushes I use because they're just the best and it's just what I know like the back of my hand. So when you guys look in the pan, look how like silky that looks. Oh, I'm so keen to get it on my face. We have the shade Fair. And I'm going to start off by taking the Huda Beauty brush and using the little fine end. And I'm just going to dot it around my contour of my cheeks and around my forehead. I just don't really know like how creamy it's going to be like on a scale of 1 to 10. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like you don't have to press too hard to pick it up. It's like cream, and then I'm guessing when you put it on your face and you blend it, it then turns to powder, so. I just don't want to do too much. No, I feel like that's way too big. I don't even want to attempt it because I've got to go out after this and I feel like the other end is just too big of that brush. So I'm just going to use my extreme contour. Just trying to blend it out quickly because I don't want it to dry down in blotches. The thing with contouring like that where you lay it down first and then you blend it out, I feel like it looks good for Instagram, but it's not always like the most practical way of contouring. I prefer just to dab my brush into the product and then apply it to like each individual area. So I'm going to do what I would usually do if I was using my Chanel, and that's take my extreme contour brush, dab it in, and then dab it on my cheekbones. Ooh. It's a really nice shade. It's definitely very dark for a fair color. If you're really, really pale, it might be too dark for you still, but it's blending nicely. And like it's really pigmented, so just tap into the product gently. I feel like I have a little bit of a line where I like first dragged it on my cheekbone over there. I think it looks really, really nice. I think I still want to put some powder over the top to like, just I guess it's like old habits die hard. Like probably don't need to set it, but I kind of like want to set it with a powder bronzer as well. I definitely feel like this larger side of the double end brush is just a little bit too big for my face. I could maybe like, oh yeah, so I could definitely just use just the small end for my cheekbones. I think because I've got a little face, that's why that big end is just a little bit too big. I hope Huda actually still launches like a matte powder bronzer as well, because I still like layering them. Like I said before, old habits die hard. So I'm going to take the the Fenty bronzer in Shady Beers, and I'm just going to use my F05 contour brush, which also comes in my Sigma brush set, which I'm also using in today's video. I'll leave the link in the description box if you want to check it out, but I'm going to use this one and just go over this very lightly, nothing too crazy. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, I am impressed. I didn't double check if this had a fragrance. It smells like makeup, like it's not perfumed, if that makes sense, but it does like smell, like it has like a smell, but it's like a makeup smell. It's not actually like perfumed. So I am going to go ahead and just set the rest of my face, pop the rest of my makeup on, and I'll come back and give you guys like my final thoughts, and then we'll see how it wears throughout the day. Hey guys, so I am back. I have all of my makeup on and it looks flawless, like literally everything does, but especially that contour, girl. Like look how chiseled that is, how smooth it looks, like how blended it is. It just looks so good. I'm really impressed. So the Tantour gets a double thumbs up from me. The formulation is so easy to work with. It's that really creamy consistency. So when you pop it on your skin and you blend it out, it blends out with ease. It doesn't disturb your foundation underneath, which I find with some cream contours, they can be quite stiff and they actually make it really hard to blend over the top of your foundation. That's the problem I have with the matchsticks from Fenty. I feel like they literally just pull the foundation off my face, and no matter how many different ways I've tried to use them, I cannot get them to work for me. But this is like total opposite. It is just so creamy, and I think the fact that it goes from the cream to the powder, it's why it looks so airbrushed. It really just makes your skin look super flawless, and oh, I'm just obsessed. Like you guys know, I don't usually wear much of like a sort of bold or extreme contour or bronze. This is probably as dramatic as it's ever going to get for me, because anything more I feel a little bit like, oh, just a little bit too much on me, but this is perfect. And the shade Fair is definitely my preferred shade. Like I said at the start, I feel like the colors in this collection do definitely run a little bit darker, which I think is nice for a change. But if you're super fair, you just might find that this is maybe a little bit too dark. You probably could just use a little bit of a lighter hand and still make it work for you. For me, when I'm not fake tan, I am like a snowflake. I am like the color of milk. I'm very, very fair. So I'll definitely give it a try when I've got no fake tan on and keep you guys posted. So if you're one of my fair skin sisters and you want to know what the fair shade looks like on really pale skin, just DM me and I'll keep you guys posted. Maybe give me like a week or two and I'll give it a whirl and we'll go from there. But overall, I think it's a beautiful cream contour product. I'm not often like overly excited about cream contours. I definitely prefer powders, but this I can see myself using. And also, I guess another little roundup too of the actual brush that comes with it. I definitely think this large end is too big for my face. I do have a very small face, so like I always say, the reason I don't wear my hair up is because I've got such a tiny head and it looks funny when I've got my hair tied up. So like the actual circumference of my face is also small, but this end of the brush worked a treat. Like when I was using it to really specifically blend, like it made such a beautiful defined line under my cheekbone, and I just, yeah. So I do like the brush. I just find this side's probably too big for my face personally. This side's perfect. You could use this side for your foundation and stuff though. I don't see why you couldn't. Yeah, so Tantour gets a double thumbs up from me. Guys, I am such a space cadet. I was meant to actually film a wear test on this and I totally forgot when I like finished my makeup. I was just so into my makeup. I was like, okay, thanks for watching, bye. But I am actually going out and I haven't redone my makeup, so you guys will just have to believe me, but I did my makeup a little bit later today, so when I finished it was like 1 o'clock. It's now like 5:30 and I'm about to go out for dinner and go out for drinks for one of my friend's 30ths, and this is how my makeup is looking. So it is still super pigmented. It hasn't faded at all. I have not touched it up once, and I'm not going to touch it up. I'm just going to leave it and see how the contour wears throughout the day. I do find that like my contour doesn't really fade usually during the day. It can just sometimes go a little bit patchy like as your oils and stuff come through, but at the moment it's looking pretty good. So I will check back in with you guys when I get home from my night out. I'm planning on it kind of being semi-late, so probably like 10 o'clock, maybe later. Who knows how wild I get. I'm not much of a wild character, so sometimes I come home early, sometimes I surprise myself and I stay out late. But I'm going to go and enjoy my evening, and I'll come back and show you guys how it wore. Hopefully we can get like 8 hours out of it and you guys can see how the colour fares on the skin, but so far, so good. Guys, what the hell? It is 1:10. I stayed out so late. I didn't even drink any alcohol, like I'm totally sober, just been talking shit and eating lots of food. But the rest of my makeup is like all breaking up all over my face. I've had this on for like 12 hours now. My lashes are actually still on, which is crazy. My eyeshadow is still really good. My contour is literally perfect still. The foundation on my nose and sort of around my forehead and chin is breaking up a little bit, and I've definitely wiped it off around my chin here. Must have been when my jacket was rubbing. Yeah, my foundation's definitely missing from down here, but my contour is still in place after 12 hours. So I feel like that was a pretty good wear test. It definitely ticks the box of being super duper long wearing, that's for sure. Like my contour is pretty much the only thing that's like immaculate on my face right now. Everything else is sort of wearing off, separating, looking a little bit, my eyes are really red because I'm tired. I can't believe my lashes are actually still on, but girl, I'm impressed. That's definitely some long wearing contour. Hasn't faded at all. So yeah, I hope you guys found today's video helpful. I feel like it was kind of brief. Like I don't know how long it's going to be when I edit this back, but I feel like it's a little bit shorter than my usual reviews, but I feel like I've covered everything. So if you enjoyed the video and if you found it helpful, please do give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section if you're going to try out Tantour, what you think of it. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. And of course, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be talking to you in the comment section and in my next video. Bye.